What is up, everybody? We are back, and as you can see, finally got our headphones. I want to thank everybody who did go to the Razer support and let them know that Bankroll Solutions was waiting on their headphones. They definitely put an expedited shipping sticker on the box, and we got it this morning. So finally, we could do some stream monitoring. I can hear all around, even the chings in the chat, which sounds crisp. So we had to do a bunch of settings, resets, and so on and so forth. So now we're back. Hopefully we have no more bumps in the road and we can get this moving. So we'll start like we normally do. We'll go over our analysis and executions this morning for USD JPY. So at the beginning of the session, we had this candle. We were sitting at 113.8, and that was the major level that I just had my eye on. So I wanted to see, are we going to close above or close below? So this is our New York session open. And then this is the first 30-minute candle, which is very important. So, price pushed up from 113.480, and we're hitting resistance around 113.8. Now, the resistance at the time being that the session hasn't really done anything yet, it's just the opening. We could have this whole zone here. So essentially, if we were doing the live stream at that time, we would have a no trade range and label saying buys when candles close above 113.8 or sells when candles close below 113.64, because the support is technically down here. So this would be your whole no trade range. And this is where we would wait. But you could see the first 30 minutes is very important, because not only did we reject 113.8 as resistance, but we also rejected 113.68 for support. The whole number 68. Bring this down a little more. So you can see this candle push below, but we did not close. It's very important to wait till the ending of the candle to see where is the candle going to close, because it's showing us it's rejecting support. It's been rejecting support the whole time throughout the 30 minutes until we finally gain the liquidity from 113.68 to finish pushing it up. And then you can see that 30-minute candle closed above 113.8, so this is your execution zone. So in my case, I entered at 113.813. So we'll make this a green line. 113.813 was my entry. And you can see the post this morning in the community chat. I did post the entries so that you can see in the meantime until I was able to get on the stream and show you guys. So we did get some pretty good entries out of it. And then we exited at 113.752. And we'll make this one red. And this will indicate where we exited. Green line is entry, red line is exit. All right, so all in the zone, we started rejecting. This candle didn't close out. So I knew that we were going to have some type of rejection. Now, if we were going to reject 0.8, 113.8, and continue falling for the rest of the day, I knew that the New York session, where I entered, would have been the most probable time to be in and let the market finish pushing all the way down. So to maximize my gains, I wanted to make sure that I can at least enter early enough to be in it before it moved, but still have enough time to manage the trade if it wasn't going to continue through 113.68. So in my case, I did sold at the green line. You can see that that's a perfect entry on the wicks of the 1 hour candle. It started pushing under 113.813, and once it got around here, it pushed down towards 0.7, but on the lower time frames I saw it kind of starting to reject our support level, so I didn't want to risk too much. Look, we're only looking for a 2-to-3 ratio risk reward, and with the lot sizes that we're using, with the account size that we're starting with for the streams, we're using a 0.01 lot size. So we can suffice for this fluctuation of the market in the meantime of our entry and exit. Well, you know us, we're always here to secure the bag. If it's given it to you, take it, because you might not get that opportunity again. Well, with me following my trading plan, I started pushing, and between our entry and exit, that's 61 pips. So we caught 61 pips off the trade. Just this one candle would have given us 100, which is totally fine. And you can see that it started ranging in between our no trade range. So the candles never closed outside. And that is strong mental ease that is telling us, get out of the trade. The market is not going to continue. It's ranging, it's consolidating, it's not closing below 113.68 to give us opportunity and enough liquidity to start pushing towards our previous support level at 113.46, because this is our low of the day. Now, come later on in the day, if it decides to come back down, then that's totally irrelevant to New York session open. Now, from New York session open, we rejected 113.68 and we pushed up towards the high instead, the 4-hour high, which is still not even closing outside of the no trade range, where you could see that it's right back inside. So in between now and New York session, the high would have been here. So from our entry, take this and change it back. So the high was at 113.971, but whole number, we're going to jump it up to 114.0. That's our next whole number. And you can see that the 4-hour candle tested right at that level. 114.0. That's our nearest whole number, our major level. You see that the 1-hour candle started accumulating throughout the 30-minute, our no trade range. Once the 30-minute candle closed above 113.8, now we could take my entries and exit off because we're out of the trades. We had 2 trades open at the time. We profited on both of them because we're able to manage the trade based off of our mental keys that we're looking at. Especially me, I don't, we're not here on live stream. I don't have it all marked up, but in my head, I have it all played out to where if it does this, this is what I'm going to do. And if it does this, this is what I'm going to do. You have to think of it that way so that you know how to manage your own trade, because you're always going to think you're right, but the market's going to show you if you're right or wrong. And in this case, I was wrong for the long term, but right in the short term. So I was able to profit off of my trades and manage accordingly so that I can let the market tell me what it's going to do next. Now we reached my target at 113.68, but you could see over time we started rejecting and price could never close. That is the most important part, is the candle closure. The candle can move up and down however much it wants, but until it closes, that is our key. We have to wait for the candle to close either above or below our major support and resistance levels. Now, on the first 30 minutes of the hour, we closed above. Throughout time, we closed above 113.8. We made a wick towards 113.93. And then come the next 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours, we know that we have enough momentum to continue pushing towards our next high. Now, it actually didn't reach our full high. It went up to 113.996. So 4 pips away from 114.0. This is another thing that I have to mention. Whenever we're doing live trading and we see the market pushing like it is, we have to just be ready. Because if we have a take profit level set at that specific number, we see it over and over again that the market might miss it by 2, 3, 4 pips, maybe even 1 pip, because of the compensation of where it came from. Now, we're looking at whole numbers, but it didn't come from exactly 113.5. It came from 113.46. So that little bit of gap in between where the price came from and where it went, that 4 pip difference doesn't really mean anything, because there was a 50 pip difference towards the bottom. So it didn't need to reach the rest of this 4 pips in order to accumulate what it needed, or finish distributing what it needed. Whatever this would have been, accumulation or distribution. It missed the high by 4 pips. So this is where we have to take the profits, secure the bag. If it's giving it to you and the candle's hammering hard towards the high and low, take the profit, because more than likely the candle is going to close like this one did. We're at a major resistance level, and now we're right back at the no trade range. So if your trade was still active, it would be right about break even at this point, if not negative, just because of the fluctuation of the market. Now, regardless if it's going to continue up or down from here, it doesn't matter. If you are still in a trade right now, you're already you're going against the plan. It's 10:58. We're 2 hours past the New York session. The volume's over. The most important time is over. So these are little things that you have to control in order to keep up with what's going on. You can see on the market, the 24-hour clock right here. The session's about to end. We only have 2 minutes left. All 4 of the most important times have passed, and there's no more volume. No more. Wall Street is done. They're about to go to lunch. Their computers are shut down. So this is where management comes into play. This is where our hotkeys are going to come into play, because we're going to be able to either take a 25, 50, or even 100% profit and secure the bags at the most potential with just one key. This is where our hotkeys are going to come in. We will be able to grab the most out of it instead of having to go to our order, modify, cancel the order, so on and so forth, and get our precise exit so that we can maximize our gain. With the hotkeys, if we can just press one click, boom, secure the bag, off the stream, we're done. So you can see the market session open is the most important. The first 30 minutes is going to show you what it's doing. Is it accumulating towards support, accumulating towards resistance, and where is it going to close? Candle closed above 113.8, and then we finished pushing up for the rest of the 4 hours. Now we still have 2 hours left of the 4-hour candle, but this second hour of the 4-hour candle pushed up all the way towards 114.0, giving us 196 pips. 196 pips that we could have caught off of this buy right here. Of course, I was driving on the way to the office. I'm done my trading at this time because I entered on the green arrow and I exited at 113.752. So those were my 2 trades for the day, and I got my risk to reward, and there was no need for me to get back in the market. I knew that I could come here, get on the stream, explain it perfectly to you guys, and walk you through every step. Now, what happens from now into the future is completely past us. There's no way that we will be able to analyze correctly and be able to execute correctly because there is no more volume in the market. So we have to keep that in mind. We cannot trade past the market times, and we have to wait for the candles to close. And those are the 2 most important things that I could think of for what happened today and how we can go on to the future to save all of our beginner students to not make those mistakes. If you guys are just starting off trading, we have to follow the market clock. If you don't have the market clock, you can find it in the resources channel in our Discord. It's just a link you have to click and you can save it. You can bookmark it. You can put it on your home screen, whatever you want to do. It's free. So please use the market clock efficiently, and it will help you tremendously when it comes down to these specific execution times. It will help you. So that's pretty much all for the trading that we did today on the explanations I wanted. And I just wanted to stress, we have to wait for candles to close. If you are still trading now, please exit the trades and just do yourself a favor and just get off the computer, get off your phone, whatever you have to do. Go take a break, go sit outside, go play some music, whatever you have to do. Stop worrying about the chart. The chart's gonna be here tomorrow, and the time for you to trade again will be here tomorrow. The session is over for today, so let's just turn the computers off. Let's get off and call it a day. The trading day is over. So with that being said, and all of what we needed explained, we are going to jump straight into the DaRT updates. So I talked to the team members this morning, and I got the updates of what happened this weekend. So 100K trust lines